Well, we have a very unhappy little Ellie today. We've had a really horrible week. Sometimes when you rescue, you do have really bad weeks where you wonder why you're doing this and putting yourself through, keep losing rats that you get really attached to. And you can hear Ellie has still got very bad respiratory problem. She's ongoing antibiotic treatment. But we had to have Lily, her sister, put to sleep yesterday because Lily had developed tumours in her lungs, and that's why her respiratory problems were not getting any better. And that was really sad because Lily is just 2 and Ellie is the only remaining girl in our group of 6. But to make it even worse, we had to have one of our biggest characters, one of our best ever ratties that we've ever had, that everybody loved her, rats and humans. Poor Blossom. She was 3 years old, just come up to 3 years old, and she'd been doing remarkably well for an old rat. She had a mammary tumour started a little while back, but it wasn't causing her any problems. And then she suddenly went downhill on Thursday and suddenly didn't want to eat any food, which for Blossom is absolutely unheard of. You have a treat, baby. We're trying to encourage Ellie to eat today because she was not touching her food. So she's got a Cheerio. It's absolutely unheard of for Blossom not to eat. So obviously we were very worried about her on Friday, and we made an appointment for the vet for... So we had an appointment for the vet for Friday morning for Lily anyway. So we took Blossom, and her bed was soaking wet on Friday morning and she didn't even want to drink anything. So we discussed it with our vet, who, you know, agreed that because of her age it was best to have her put to sleep. And it's just been absolutely devastating to lose Blossom and Lily as well, and to lose them both together. It's absolutely horrible. And I know this is just totally crazy, but Blossom was such a huge character. We just thought she'd be the rat that lived forever, and of course that doesn't happen. So today we're all in a funny state of limbo. I managed not to cry at the vet. I do sometimes cry a lot at the vet, but I'm getting a lot better at holding it in till I get home now, because I don't really like, you know, sitting in the waiting room with everybody staring at me. It's horrible. So I have got a lot better, but it just means when I get home things are twice as bad as they would have been, and it suddenly hits you. And I think with Blossom, I couldn't even think about what was happening when I was at the vet. I had to just pretend that it wasn't happening, get myself home, and then I just went into shock, really. I just couldn't do anything. And today I feel like if I start crying, I'll never stop. So I'm sort of plodding on, and I know that at some stage it will just hit me really badly. So please excuse me if I don't answer your questions as quickly this week. And I've got to spend lots of attention with our little lady, who's eating a quarter of a Cheerio at a time here, but that's all she's eaten all day. Now obviously we're going to try and get her in with Beth, Maggie and Sasha. It's going to be difficult because Ellie and Beth have always not really liked each other very much. So we're going to see what happens, but we need to get her a friend and you know, try and control this horrible respiratory infection. But she's not a happy girl. Not a happy girl, are you, darling, hey? So that's it for today, I'm afraid. I'm not able to do much else today. It's cuddling Ellie day and trying to keep Ellie happy.